probably the biggest issue on people's minds right now is the economy. Can you talk a little bit about the economy and what plans you have to try to help fix the situation that we're in?
Well, I'm proud that largely because of the buildup of Fort Bliss, we largely escaped the full impact of the recession and downturn in the economy. Having said that, our unemployment is too high here in El Paso. We're working to try to stimulate the economy at the federal level, and that's got to be the president's number one priority, which he already has articulated. As the Democrats in the House of Representatives, we are promoting a Made in America strategy, support for the small business community, because El Paso is a good example. 80% of the jobs created here are small businesses. We have partnered up with the Small Business Administration, with the Veterans Administration, with the Department of Labor to bring symposiums here that will help people identify areas where they can both train for and look for employment. The supporting the Stimulus Act helped us because just here in El Paso, the automobile industry represents about 108,000 jobs. And so the cash for clunkers, the assistance to the car manufacturers, all helped stabilize that workforce and get them back to work. We have to continue to try to get compromise from the Republicans because in the final analysis, it hurts our whole country when we don't move forward with a pro-jobs agenda. Those have been the challenges today, both on the House and the Senate side. But we'll continue to push and focus on that. The $1 billion that we brought here for the 16th district out of the Stimulus Act help protect jobs, help create jobs, and help construction projects that employed El Pasoans here. We haven't finished with all those projects. The Americas project, where it's going to be the Spaghetti Bowl East, is part of that. So is the build out in front of the zoo for senior citizens and disadvantaged people. That, by the way, is going to be a national project that is 100% green, which will be showcased nationally, and it'll be right here in El Paso. We also brought $15 million to Project Bravo to winterize homes here in our community. All of those create jobs and stimulate the economy at the same time.
Congressman, your opponent, during his announcement speech, ended his announcement speech with a line that said something to the effect that the congressman has served El Paso, we owe him a debt of gratitude, we owe him our respect, but we don't owe him another term. And critics will say, well, the congressman committed to serving X amount of years and he's now exceeded that. How do you respond to that critique?
Listen, nobody knows that better than I do. My back lets me know, because I live here. I'm proud to say that I live here in my community, and so that means I have to commute. So in the last 15 years, I've logged over 3 million miles flying back and forth between Washington, D.C. and El Paso. I think when you've got an opportunity to make a difference for your community, when you've got an opportunity to make sure that our children, who are our future and our responsibility, by your work, you can set a path that they'll be able to benefit from. You know, you just keep working. You know, I've got 4 grandkids. I want them to be proud of the work that I've done, but more than that, I want them to make El Paso their home. I want them to live and raise a family here because opportunities here. That's what the expansion of Fort Bliss represents. That's what the diversification of our economy is about. That's why it's so important to highlight the importance to the border region of El Paso and Juarez. We're the gateway to Central and South America. We can prove that by working today to bring those kinds of changes about, that's going to define who we are in the future. But most of all, that's going to give our children and our grandchildren and their children and grandchildren the opportunities that for generations we never had here. And that's why I am offended by the take our country back philosophy of the Tea Party. Take us back where? When we had 2 kinds of water fountains, when the value of South El Paso was non-existent to the rest of this community, where we lost so many talented children that not only went on to be members of our community, but proudly served in our armed forces to fight for a way of life that hadn't always treated them fairly. We've come a long ways, but we've got a long ways to go yet. But we can do it if we work together and we stop being divisive. El Paso needs to lead the nation in that effort, because my kids, my opponent's kids, my grandkids, his future grandkids will thank us someday for having a vision for a community that creates opportunity for everyone.